Hi lovely people, it's Mirjam Vash. I decided a long time ago that I'm gonna do this, but either I didn't have time or I was not in the mood to talk about this. But then I've got a lot of emails on Insta and a lot of comments on YouTube and also on Facebook, so on social media. People try to reach out and try to understand what happened and how was my life that time and how I recovered. So okay, let's go straight to the point. I'm gonna pick a couple of times because I tend to go out of topic, off topic. So what happened exactly? So that time I was I was working in Harvey Nichols at Oxo Tower in the brasserie as a senior receptionist. And then I finished my shift actually earlier because it was not that busy. It was a Sunday night. And so they sent me home earlier, which was fine. I've got some dinner from the kitchen. And I'm gonna talk about this because this accident, I truly believe after I went through all these things and I've got the conclusion that happened. It was not a coincidence. It happened for a reason. So I had some anxiety as well about things, what was happening in my life and stuff. So it kind of had to happen, this thing. So that was not a coincidence. So I could go home earlier, which was not very common to do because it's a very busy place to work. And I've got my favorite food from the kitchen, tuna steak, and I used to take it home and then eat it home, but then for some reason I decided to eat it in the staff room, which was it was a weird thing as well. And then in the cloakroom I met my colleagues. They finished at the same time. Then they asked me to take the tube, and then I said no, I'm gonna go with the bus, which was weird as well. Then in the bus stop I met with my really good friend. Completely out of nowhere she came with a bike. I didn't know she was leaving there, and then we talked like half an hour in the bus stop, and then I took the bus. So I took the bus, and since then, because I took the bus every time I finished work, so I took the same route, and I don't really remember anything because obviously the police and everyone was asking to investigate what happened and how that happened. So actually, so I just took the bus, and it was a Sunday night around 10 o'clock in November. It was the 9th of November in 2014. So I got off the bus. Actually, I got off the bus with a lady, with a girl. She went to the opposite side, and then we got off the bus, and then she went to the opposite side, and I was waiting until the road was clear. Because I was always doing this because I know it's a different traffic rules in England. So we go on the opposite side in Europe, so I was really conscious about that too. Not conscious, but I was just paying attention on this. So, and then I was not listening music. My phone was in my bag because I knew when I was listening music I was always like out of somewhere, and so I was always paying attention on this. I don't cross the road with my phone and all these things. So the next thing I remembered that I woke up. So what I heard, what happened, it was a motorbike was passing through, and then it hit me with 60 miles. It came from the left side, and no one saw it actually. They just hear the noise of the noise, and also the cameras they don't show exactly what happened. So like on the cameras I'm just a little dot there, which I saw. So they came from the left hand side, and probably what happened so they hit me, and yeah, and then probably I flew like a couple of meters, or like they said it's at least 5 meters, and then I hit my head. So like I didn't have any injury on my like scars or something on my face, but I hit my head, and it went probably through my legs, the motorbike. So let me see. Yeah, so the injuries I had was so I fractured my spine, my neck, my lumbar spine as well, so my lower back. I had severe brain injury, which was the first problem actually, and then my left leg was I had a compound tibia fracture by my ankle, and the right leg was it was a partial amputation on my right leg. So yeah, so well, that's it. I think it was enough. So and then what I knew, but I'm not quite sure how that happened and what happened after. As I know, they brought the ambulance. The ambulance they brought with the helicopter to stabilize me in that place on the street, and then they took me with a car. And they said I was still blinking, but I was not conscious or something. But I was, when they found me, actually the girl who took off the bus with me, she called the ambulance. I still don't know who is she, so if you find yourself, please contact me, because I want to know what happened. Yeah, and and thank you very much for calling the ambulance and organizing everything. And sorry for your quote, because well, I got it back, but it was not mine and probably was yours. So they said I was shouting and screaming and crying, probably in Hungarian, my native language. And that's what happened. That's what I know. So the next thing that I remember, I woke up from, it was very blurry, all these memories, because I was on drugs, like high drugs, like morphine and all those things, for a year, but that time obviously heavy drugs. And when I woke up first, it was I had like nightmares, obviously, and I had those nightmares for the first half year, every single time when I was sleeping. And then I like on purpose they drugged me during the hospital, so like I was sleeping all day, so like 2 hours sleeping, then 10 minutes up, and 2 hours sleeping and 10 minutes of that was the first 4 months. And back to the topic. So the first memory was kind of first, I'm not quite sure if it was the first, but one of the first, that one nurse, I was in a very dark room, and a nurse gave me postcards, and then she said what happened to me, and I've got like a little like toys as well, and then they told, like, she was reading it for me because I couldn't read as well. And I couldn't talk as well because of my brain injury, and and then she read to me all these things, and I felt this pain. I never ever felt this pain in my life. Actually, since then as well, it was just I don't know, because I never felt this one. I felt like a pain inside that I cannot describe how it was, but it was a huge pain, and it was like, and then I said, no, it cannot happen to me. And I was really, really sad. But then, well, they drugged me, and then it was okay. Yes, so, and I had other things as well. Probably it was, yeah, this, well, I had other dreams as well, nightmares actually. So it was not bad things like someone was killing me and then I was killing people and stuff. It was just normal dreams, but it's probably traumatic people has the same experience. So I had this very bad feeling, and when I woke up I knew I had a nightmare. So yeah, and well, after 11 days in induced, medically induced coma, they decided to because of my the pressure in my head went down. They were actually, it was a big risk that I'm not gonna make it, so I had kind of like 5% to survive if the pressure was not going down. But then after 11 days, for some reason it went down, and they took me to the theater straight away to fix my legs. Yes, so well, I will stop now because there is a lot of other things to say. But yeah, see you in the next video, and please subscribe it and thumbs up my channel and all these things. And I really hope you will start and you will keep following me in this channel and in this topic. So thank you very much for your attention, and see you next time. Bye now.